Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, well, guess what? NBA playoffs 2023. That's what we're getting into today.
Okay.
Let's start with my Knicks.
No, straight off the bat, huh?
Straight off the bat, I'm going early with my Knicks. Miami leads New York 3-2. Got game 6 tonight. Let me start with the last game, though. Last game, game 5, the Knicks won. That was on Wednesday. They won 112-103. Jalen Brunson was amazing. 38 points, played all 48 minutes. Quentin Grimes, honorable mention. 8 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Also played the whole game, 48 minutes. That's the best, probably one of the best 8-point performances I've seen in the NBA. Only 8 points, but his defense on Jimmy Butler was unbelievable. His defense throughout the whole game was unbelievable. And those 8 points, they were timely. So big shout out to Quentin Grimes. He's playing with a shoulder contusion, and he showed a lot of heart. So props to Quentin Grimes for coming through.
Props to Quentin Grimes.
Props to Quentin Grimes, young player, and he didn't back down to Jimmy Butler, which is not easy to do. So props to him. Also R.J.Barrett, gotta give him props. 26 points and also great defense throughout the game. Julius Randle, another story. He didn't play bad the last game. Had 24 points. But what I want to talk about is what he said after the game prior to that, which they lost. They interviewed him after the game during his press conference. He said maybe they wanted more. And that was after game 4. I don't think players should make a comment like that, especially when you're still in the series. Why would you say they wanted more? Like, you're a competitor. Even if you thought that, you shouldn't come out and say that. So I was kind of disturbed by that comment. Think the Knicks should look into moving him.
And by moving him,
I mean
rid of him.
trading him over the summer. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt this season. He had a good regular season. He became an all-star again. So I give him props on that. You know, he definitely had a better year than he had the year prior. But comes down to certain comments he makes, comes down to his body language when it comes to his teammates. It comes down to him forcing the ball all the time. It's like, and when he's not scoring, he doesn't do other things to affect the game in a positive way. I think the Knicks should really be serious about thinking about moving him. I think he reached his ceiling. I don't think he's going to get better as a player. I think this is his 8th or 9th year. I don't see him changing. I think he is who he is, and I really don't know if they can win big time with him on the team. He's talented, but he has a lot of flaws when it comes to leadership. He's not really a leader. He's one of the older players on the team, but he's not a leader. And I think they should give the keys to the car to Jalen Brunson and let him be the only leader on the team. You know, in terms of the guy that you just, he's the guy to me on the team. He should have been an all-star. He didn't make the all-star team, but he plays like an all-star. And he's more of a team player as far as I see. So I would say give the keys to the car to Jalen Brunson. Don't move Julius Randle for anything because he is a talented player, but if you can get a couple of pieces back or one piece that's more of a team player and fits better with this squad, I think the chemistry will improve. It will improve. Let's talk about tonight's game. I'm a diehard Knicks fan, but honestly, I think our season might be over tonight. And that's hard to say. I hope I'm wrong. But I just think Miami has been playing better in this series.
And it's a home
and
game.
It's a home game for them. They're in Miami. Their fans are going to be hyped for them. And I think Jimmy Butler is going to have a Jimmy Butler game. I think he's going to be playoff Jimmy tonight.
Mm.
And playoff Jimmy is not regular Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy, he's extra.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't know if they'll be able to stop Jimmy Butler tonight.
Mm.
I want the Knicks to win, obviously, but honestly, I don't think they're going to win tonight. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but I think Miami might take it tonight. You know, their bench has actually outplayed our bench, which I thought. In my last video, I said that I thought our bench had the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong about that because it seems like Miami's bench has been playing better than our bench.
Mm-hmm.
In fairness, Emmanuel Quickly's been hurt, who's a prominent player off of our bench.
Mm-hmm.
But they have bench guys that are hurt also, so no excuses there. And I don't know if Emmanuel Quickly's even playing tonight. If he doesn't play tonight, it really decreases our chances of winning.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I think Miami will take it tonight. I want to be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think Miami got it tonight. But we'll see. Hopefully, Knicks come out and they surprise some people.
And shout out, let us know in the comments below, is anybody going to be at the watch party tonight at the Garden? If you're not familiar, the Garden is offering $5 tickets for fans to come out and watch the game at the Garden, even though it's an away game.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I hope, like I said, I hope my Knicks win tonight. But again, I'm a realist, and I think Miami might take it in Miami. I think Jimmy Butler had a subpar game last game. I think he's going to change that tonight. I think Jimmy Butler's going to have a great game. But again, I hope my Knicks pull it off. We'll see what happens. Let me know what y'all think. Moving on. The Lakers lead the Warriors 3-2. They got a game tonight in L.A., Game 6. To me, it's a must-win for the Lakers. I think if they don't win tonight and close the series out, I think the Warriors will win it in Golden State, Game 7. I think if it goes to 7 games, I think Warriors will win it.
Okay.
But I do think the Lakers will close it out tonight. But they have to do it tonight in L.A. Anthony Davis will be playing. I talk about Anthony Davis a little bit. He got hit in the head in the previous game. Kevin Looney elbowed him in the head. It was inadvertent. But what I want to talk about a little bit is that there were people laughing at the injury. It appeared that people were laughing. People on social media, people on TV. I don't really think it was funny. Anthony Davis has a little bit of a reputation of being a soft player. But head injuries, I don't play with. I don't think that's anything to be laughing about. He clearly got hit in the head. He clearly was woozy. There was a report that a wheelchair came out in the back to wheel him to the locker room, which is far from where the court was. Like I said, I don't play with head injuries, and I don't think that's a laughing matter. So for anybody that was laughing about that, it's not cool. I just wanted to get that out. But it appears that Anthony Davis did not have a concussion. It seems like he's going to be playing in this game. I think for them to close it out, he's going to have a big game. And LeBron is just going to have to be LeBron. I think they could close it out in L.A. tonight. But they have to win this game. If they don't win this game, they go back to Golden State. I think Steph Curry's going to go wild. And Steph Curry will close out the Lakers in Golden State if it goes Game 7. We shall see, though.
And tonight should be a hot night.
Tonight's a good sports night. As far as I'm concerned, it's a very good sports night. And I hope my Knicks pull it out. But we'll see. Moving on to last night. Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics. 76ers were playing in Philly. They had a shot to close out the game, close out the series last night. 76ers did not do that. The Celtics tied 3-3. They are going to a Game 7 on Sunday. Game 7 Sunday in Boston. I think Boston will close that series out. I think Philly let one get away last night. They had an opportunity to close out the Celtics, and they did not do it. Jason Tatum was having a bad game. The first 3 quarters, he was terrible.
Wow.
But Jason Tatum went off in the fourth quarter. And by him going off in the fourth quarter, and also by Joel Embiid not really getting the ball in the last 5 minutes of the game, which I don't understand why Philly would not feed him the ball. He is the MVP. Why is he not getting the ball at the end of the game? That amazes me that he wasn't able to get the ball. I was very perplexed by that. Even Joel Embiid was perplexed by the fact that he wasn't getting the ball, and he said it in his press conference after the game. Like I said, Philly let one get away last night. They let Boston steal in Philly. They're going back to Boston Game 7. I think Boston will take them out in a Game 7 in Boston.
Any speculation on why Embiid wasn't being fed the ball?
I don't know. Maybe James Harden, Tyrese Maxey trying to be heroes. I don't know. I don't know why he wasn't getting the ball, but it's odd that he wasn't getting the ball. It's poor shot selection. Doc Rivers, maybe. And I like Doc Rivers, but he is the coach. Sometimes you gotta say, you know what? This is the play we're running, and we're running plays for Joel Embiid, and that's that. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what the reaction is to that, and what the explanation is for that. I think Joel Embiid wants an explanation because he seemed not to know after the game why he wasn't getting the ball. So there might be a lot of changes in Philly moving forward. Maybe coach, maybe players, who knows? I've heard rumblings that James Harden wants to go back to Houston.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there's rumors that he wants to go play in Houston. So who knows if James Harden is even totally invested in playing for Philly.
That's not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool. But it's hard to win when you got players that's thinking about being on other teams. It's very hard to win that way. So might be some changes coming in Philly. They had a good season, but they were playing for the championship this year. And clearly they're not going to get the championship. Well, they have a shot. But
in your opinion?
in my opinion, I think obviously they can win a Game 7. I just think they let go of the rope, and I think that Boston will take it in Boston. I just feel that way. I think Boston is a better team. They haven't shown that all series because Boston has made mistakes throughout this series, but I think talent for talent, Boston is a better team. Not much better than Philly, but I think they're better. Moving on. Denver closed out the Phoenix Suns last night 4-2.
Good for them.
Good for them.
In spite of the ball holding.
Right. Good for them. I'm happy for Denver. I'm really happy for the Denver Nuggets. And they blew them out 125-100.
Nice.
I was like, wow. It's crazy because Phoenix got bounced from the playoffs last year in a blowout to the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic and those guys, they knocked them out and they blew them out last year. Phoenix has a lot of questions. They got a lot of questions to answer this summer. Who knows what's going to happen with Chris Paul? He's an aging player. He's been out throughout this series. He can't stay healthy in the playoffs. I made the suggestion last week that maybe he should move to the bench. He might not even be on the team. He might get traded. Who knows? I think Chris Paul is not the biggest question, though. I think the biggest question on their team is DeAndre Ayton, their center, who did not play last night. Apparently, he has a rib contusion.
Oh, my.
But when he was playing, he seemed disinterested. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there. Last year, he signed an offer sheet last summer with the Indiana Pacers. Thing is, the Suns matched that offer sheet, so he had to stay with Phoenix. But there's talk that DeAndre Ayton and Coach Monty Williams don't get along. He doesn't seem to get along with all of his teammates. He's to me a malcontent. He just doesn't seem like he wants to be there.
That's what it sounds like.
And I think they should have let him. They should have let him go.
Right.
When he signed that offer sheet, they should have let him go to the Indiana Pacers because he clearly doesn't want to be there. I mean, he lets Jokic do whatever he wants to do. I mean, Jokic obviously is that dude. He's not better than Jokic, but you got to meet force with force.
Right. Where's the resistance?
There's no resistance. It's like, dude, you an NBA player too. Like, where's your pride? His body language has been terrible. He's been walking out of huddles. Like, dude's trying to slap his hand. He acts like they're not there. Like, you got your own teammates trying to give you a pound and you just acting like they don't exist. It's not a good teammate.
That's not cool.
They should have let him go. When they had a chance to let him go, they should have let him go. They got to move on from him because he's not going to help you win. Not with that attitude. He's not helping you win. So, again, Phoenix Suns, they got a lot of questions to answer this summer. Honestly, Denver Nuggets, they're the number one seed in the West. To me, they haven't gotten the respect that they deserve. I think they could go all the way. I think they could win the championship this year.
Okay.
Nikola Jokic has been unbelievable. You could arguably say he's the best center in the NBA. It's either between him and Joel Embiid, but they're right there 1 and 2. Jamal Murray's healthy. He seems to be very healthy. Jamal Murray, he's one of the best point guards in the league. And he doesn't really get mentioned as one of the best point guards in the league, but he's definitely one of the best point guards in the league. They got a bench. They got guys that defend. They got all the pieces that you need to win a championship. So, and they got a great coach in Michael Malone. They got all the pieces. It's going to be up to them whether they win the championship or not, to be honest. But the Denver Nuggets got all the pieces to win a chip. I'll leave it there.
Okay. All right. Well, some good observations and not recommendations, but predictions.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes.
We will see how it goes.
We wish everyone, anyone that's celebrating Mother's Day this weekend, have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Peace.